Welcome to another episode from our channel. Some time ago, a number of years ago, a movie came out called Interview with the Vampire. That was in 1994. It had, oh, she's going to be nice now. Gabriella, you can say hi to the camera if you want, if you're going to be nice. Thank you. It had Brad Pitt in it, who played Lewis. It had Tom Cruise, who played Lestat. Kirsten Dunst was in it, and Antonio Banderas was in it. And I made a Brad Pitt, a Lewis 1/6 scale figure, because I had found a head that would work for this particular figure in this movie. And then I kind of looked at it and I said, I could probably do a little bit better, and decided to give it another go. So she's having a good time, isn't she? Oh, little girl. Anyway, so I'll show you. We'll pause and I'll get out the 1/6 scale figure I originally made, and I'll show you the version 2 one that I came up with. We'll be right back. So here's what I came up with for version 1 of Lewis, portrayed by Brad Pitt, Interview with the Vampire. The head sculpt I found on eBay. It was a pretty good head sculpt. It still is a pretty good head sculpt, but I saw a better one. And when I saw the better one, I thought I could even upgrade the outfit. This is actually, if you believe it or not, this is actually a Hasbro outfit from the Revolutionary War. And I thought it would work for Lewis or any of the characters, in that they lived for, of course, several centuries as vampires. But even though it turned out okay, once I saw the other head, the creative juices started to flow, and I thought, I can probably come up with a better outfit. And so I started to keep my eyes open for a better outfit, and eventually found a better outfit. So you be the judge, whether you like this version, version 1, or version 2 better. I'm a little biased. I like version 2 better. So we are back, and this head sculpt, you might not be able to tell from this distance, but this one I do believe captures Brad Pitt better. And I remember seeing a French shirt, kind of vest-like shirt, and French pants, and the gaiters, and I thought it would work with some black shoes. And then separately, I saw this vest and cape, and I thought if I put the combination together, it probably would work for me, and it does. I mean, this to me looks like a museum piece. This looks okay. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that I ended up liking this one so much better. But what we'll do is we'll pause again, get them on a turn tray, and kind of do a 360 so you can see both of them at the same time from different angles. So we'll be right back again. Now, this outfit was made a very long time ago, and it's made out of felt. But, for Hasbro and for the look I wanted to achieve at the time, it really worked for me. And then I saw the other head, and I started to think, maybe I can do a version 2. This is definitely more recent, and it's French, and made out of substantial material. It's lined. It's just really well done in terms of tailoring and so forth. So we'll go around so you can see them from different directions. All right. And now we'll get a tighter close-up so you can see them from here on up. We'll be right back. So we are back, and we'll just go side to side because they're kind of, if we try to do a roundabout, we'll lose the focus with these two guys. But let's look at the side of both heads. And this side, I think the cheekbones are a little more appropriate for Brad Pitt for the time that this movie was made in 1994. All right. So yeah, there you go. We'll pause now and try to get some tighter close-ups, first of one and then of the other. So this is not a bad head sculpt, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'm leaning more in the direction of preferring the other head sculpt. He has wonderful blue eyes here. It matches the blue in the jacket. We'll do a full 360. You can see the hair ribbon. You can see his hair. And there he is. Not bad, really. But like I said, I just have a preference for the version 2 one now. So this is version 2, Brad Pitt performing or portraying Lewis from Interview with the Vampire. And I do think, even though the other head sculpt is nicely done, I think this captures his jawline a lot more fully than the previous head sculpt did, and is more authentic to the movie as a result. We'll go around. You can see the ornateness of the outfit, though. This is really nicely done. And now that I have seen him with this outfit on, with this particular head sculpt, I can't imagine using the other head sculpt or the other outfit, to be honest, with Brad Pitt. Now, the only frustration sometimes, and this is just a wonderful shot, but the only frustration sometimes is the shirt. You have buttons. This one, the buttons come through the slots on the other side of the shirt. And this is a nice tool to have if you have that situation taking place. So you just slip this wired thing through the slot to the other side, grab the button and pull it through the slot. Or the buttonhole, I should say. It's definitely a time saver. Otherwise, your fingers have to, you have to grab the button in a certain way. Sometimes it just takes you a lot of time to get it right, with the buttons. But the one good thing about having buttons, the shirt's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. But it does take a long time to mess with shirts like this. I would prefer Velcro if I had a choice, because that's really quickly done and you're not going to damage the buttons in any way. Sometimes when you're trying to put buttons through the buttonholes and you don't have a tool like this, sometimes you will have the button pop off. Sometimes some paint will come off of the button. It's just a pain. So Velcro is usually my preferred way of having shirts. The least liked option is the snap-ons. When you snap one side to the other, usually there are 3 snap pieces that go together. And sometimes the snaps are actually showing, because they're larger than what they should be for a 1/6 scale shirt like this. So buttonholes are good if you have a tool like this. Velcro is better especially if you don't have a tool like this. But buttonholes will keep the shirt in place wonderfully. So if you can get a tool like I just showed you, that would be ideal. So there you go. So here's one last look at version 1, Brad Pitt, who portrayed Lewis in Interview with the Vampire, and version 2 with the, what I think is the better head sculpt overall. I don't know if you can still find these on eBay. I saw this once. You can find them unpainted. Finding them painted is another struggle. So I found this one. It was the only one I could ever find that was painted, and I scarfed it up. And then a month or two later, I saw this one. I said, oh, this one's better. And it was painted. So the hard part is not maybe finding the head, but finding them painted. So I really liked out. Anyway, I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.